Hey, konnichiwa, it's Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse over in Japan. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you Genki? I'm good, thanks. I've got a new episode of Hot New Comics, so welcome to this. Great to see you. Thanks for switching on and plugging in. Don't turn on, tune in, drop out just yet. Okay. Before we start with my picks for this week, I just got to shout out a few recommendations from last week, which I couldn't review, but yeah. Do check these out if you're interested. This one is new for me, Green Lantern. It's currently written by Jeremy Adams with stunning art by, is it Zermanico? I don't know how you pronounce his name, but tell you, some of the cosmic scenes, the space battles, great action in here. It's a really cool cosmic story, which I'm kind of digging. I'm getting into it very, very late. So yeah, Jeremy Adams seems to be doing no wrong these days. Also enjoying his Flash Gordon, which issue 3 just dropped, so check that out as well. We also have, from last week again, Batman and Robin Year 1, Issue 1 from Mark Waid and Chris Samney, wasn't it? The art is so good. The art and colouring look great in that story. Very atmospheric, very kind of throwback old school style Batman, and just nice, a nice fun issue, but with some really good writing in there, some killer lines. From Marvel, Wolverine issue 2, that's a strong recommend. Another one with full of great action. Out in the snow forests, you got the Wendigo and Wolverine fighting, and there's a nice twist in there as well. What else do we have? I want to shout out Spider-Man Reign, Volume 2, Book 4, the conclusion. Completely bonkers, completely mad, but very, very inventive. Incredible art by Carrie Andrews, loved it. And finally, if you're not reading this book from Image, you're missing out. Falling in Love on the Path to Hell, issue 5, a new story arc. We get a bit of Asami, the samurai's backstory, and it's fascinating. Okay, so that's it for shouts out from last week. Let's get on with this week's picks. Okay, starting with DC, we have Detective Comics issue 1090, 1090 folks. New creative team takes over from Ram V's Eternal Run. Very, very long run indeed. We have writer Tom Taylor, artist and colorist, it says, Mikhail Janin. Damn it, Janet, Planet, Janin. Long ago, the murders of Thomas and Martha Wayne changed Gotham forever, but there is something you never knew about the Dark Knight's tragic origin, which has been lying in wait to strike at Batman ever since that fateful night in Crime Alley. And now, all these years later, this ghost of Gotham's past begins to reveal itself. So, I'm not the biggest fan of Tom Taylor in that I haven't really read that much that I've enjoyed by him. So, but it's a new team. I'm going to give it a shot, give it a chance, see what it's like. But I hope he doesn't just start, some brand new secret from the past which no one knew about until now. But that's what it sounds like it's going to be. So we'll see. But I've seen some of the preview pages. The art looks very good. The story is called Mercy of the Father, Part 1, and the issue is $4.99 for 40 pages. And speaking of Tom Taylor, well, he's off this book now after his long run of Nightwing. It's issue 119. This is going to be written by Dan Waters with art by Dexter Soy. Legacy issue 306, by the way. Here's a quick synopsis. Bloodhaven has erupted in violence as rival gangs vie to fill the power vacuum left by Nightwing's cleanup of corrupt officials. But is an outside force turning the gangs against each other, escalating the violence in Bloodhaven toward even more sinister ends? To find out, Nightwing must do the unthinkable, no matter the cost. So yeah, this is $4.99 again. It says 32 pages. That's notable. The last book, Detective Comics, said 40, so 32 pages for the same price. I've been a fan of Dan Waters for most of the things he's done. Some things, maybe not so much, but again, I do like his writing style and I want to give it a shot. Give it a chance. It's a good time to jump on, both these titles with a new creative team. Let's see if he can get me into Nightwing, a character I've never really read that much before. Okay, and here's my first dark horse of this new hot new comic pick show, whatever it is. Is it a show? I don't know, you tell me. Absolute Wonder Woman issue 1. Price $4.99, 36 pages. We have writer Kelly Thompson, artist Hayden Sherman, and colours by Jordi Belair. It's called The Last Amazon Part 1. Doesn't say much on the synopsis, this is it. Without the island paradise, without the sisterhood that shaped her, without a mission of peace, what's left is the absolute Amazon. So don't forget, this is like an Elseworld story, so it's not in the main timeline. It's going to be its own thing. Kelly Thomason, she's not really won me over yet, but hey, you know, I'm open to be won over. And still with DC, we've got Green Arrow issue 17, written by Joshua Williamson. It's his final issue. That's why I'm curious to check this out. It says it's got the opening story by Chris Condon, who'll be the new writer. Chris Condon wrote the Enfield Gang Massacre and That Texas Blood. So here's a synopsis for this. It's oversized, by the way, and it's still 40 pages, $4.99. The oversized issue features legacy numbering as writer Joshua Williamson closes out his acclaimed run. Okay, it's legacy number 350. There we go. Oliver Queen faces the aftermath of his actions in absolute power, having done the unthinkable to protect his loved ones. Wait a minute, that's the second time I've heard that line in one of these synopses. Doing the unthinkable. And the ramifications of his involvement may have gone too far for his family and friends to forgive. This can't miss issue also debuts the opening chapter of Green Arrow's next adventure from new creative team of writer Chris Condon and artist Montos. Montos from Green Lantern War Journal. Okay. So how about you? Are you looking forward to the new team taking over, the new writer Chris Condon? You give him a shot. 2 more picks from DC. We have John Constantine, Hellblazer, Dead in America, issue 10. It's the penultimate issue, folks. This is $4.99 for only 28 pages. Wow. Okay, so John Constantine's body is decomposing. That's right, he's kind of dead, but he isn't. Doesn't really make sense, but hey, maybe it does. His only hope is to fulfill the mission with which Dream charged him. Recover every grain of enormously powerful dream sand, seemingly seized by the triplicate entity that's eating the American subconscious alive. But when he learns just where the sand wound up, that mission will immediately become impossible. Okay, written by Simon Spurrier with art by Aaron Campbell. And my final pick from DC Comics, again this is another dark horse, I'm not sure about this but I want to try it out. It is Green Lantern Dark issue 1. Written by Tate Bromble, art by Werther Del Edera. This is $4.99 for oversized issue, 56 pages it says here. On a post-apocalyptic Earth overrun by monsters, the battle between good and evil ended long ago, and evil won. Now darkness prevails as humanity struggles to survive in the corrupted wasteland that remains. Only one hero is said to haunt what's left of our shadowed cities, the one who wields the mystical green flame that could return light to a dark world, the Green Lantern. But she's been missing for years, and on the isolated island of New England, Solomon Grundy's undead army only grows larger and more powerful every night. Celebrated horror artist of smash hit Something is Killing the Children, Werther Del Edera teams with rising star writer Tate Bromble, House of Slaughter, to bring you a chilling tale of desperation, hope and resurrection from the bitter remains of the fan favourite Tangent universe. That's quite a synopsis. What do you think? If you guys and girls out there, you got any interest in Green Lantern Dark? Let me know in the comments. Well, I was quite surprised. I just double checked, but I've got no picks from Marvel Comics this week. Okay, moving on to indies. Let's start with IDW. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 3, written by Jason Aaron, arts and colours by Cliff Chang. Leonardo is travelling the world in search of peace. All the adventures, good and bad, he's had with his brothers have taken their toll, and he's seeking a new way to exist, leaving the life of New York far behind. On the banks of the Ganges, he's found a turtle colony that shows him a simpler way to be, but even these turtles have their foes. Leo can fend off the poachers easily, protecting his temporary home, but what will he do when a deadlier enemy comes searching for him? I tell you, I never really got into Turtles before, but I've been enjoying this new series. It's only up to issue 3, so it's a good chance to jump on board. Let's have some TMNT magic. Come on. From Image, Ghost Machine, we have Rook Exodus issue 6. End of the story arc, written by Jeff Johns, art as usual by Jason Farbach. $3.99 for this, folks, $3.99. Okay, I love the synopsis because it opens saying, "The breakout hit book of 2024 continues." The epic conclusion of this first chapter. It's Rook versus Ursor in a winner-takes-all gambit as the fate of the planet Exodus and all who inhabit it hangs in the balance. Plus, who exactly is Ursor and what does he really want from Exodus? I feel like this is like missed a month or something. It feels a long time since the last one came out. I'm just scrolling down now having a look. Okay, the last issue was September 4th, so yeah, it's still monthly, but yeah, it feels like a while since I've read Rook. According to this, there was no release in August, so there was June, July, and then it skipped to September. So yeah, I thought it feels like it's been a while. I got to say, this book continually has some of the best cover art, I think, out there. Every cover is a cracker. From Titan Books, we've got Conan the Barbarian, issue 16. That's right, it's up to 16. Written by Jim Zub, this has art by Doug Braithwaite, colours by Diego Rodriguez. After leaving Cimmeria filled with a wanderlust, a young Conan heads north in search of glory. What he finds in that cold climate will change his outlook forever, setting him on the path that will make him a legend. $3.99 for Conan, 32 pages, worth every penny, every cent. It's been so good, this series. Yeah, can't wait to read it. Back to Image, and we've got The Moon is Following Us, issue 2. It's by writer-artist Daniel Warren Johnson and main artist by Riley Rossmo. I think they both do a little bit of art in each issue. Well, that's what it was like with issue 1. But yeah, this was a surprise because I actually enjoyed Riley Rossmo's art in issue 1. So we'll see how it goes. It's a bit bonkers, a bit fun. It's weird, it's wacky. I like it. I like the style. Sam and Duncan reflect on the first days of their adventure to save their daughter. The cascade is getting stronger and time is running out. Who will help them on this epic quest? $3.99, 32 pages. Also from Image, and it's part of the Giant Generator line of comics, we have Grommets, issue 5. Do you know, it feels like a long time since the last issue. I've missed it. I've missed this book because it's so much fun. Writers, Rick Remender and Brian Posehn. Art by Brett Parson. Good times turn ugly when drunken jocks doing jock things harsh everyone's buzz, man, with their brutal stupidity and test the strength and loyalty of weakened friendships. First of all, just check out the cover. You get an idea what's happening. At the end of last issue, as I remember it, the house party was just about to be crashed by a group of jocks. So we're going to see what happens. It says on the front, if you look carefully on the cover, 5 of 7. So only 3 issues to go. 5, 6, 7. Image Skybound have got Creepshow issue 2. I think this is either volume 2 or volume 3 with the new launch of Creepshow. So let's have a look. The Red Hot Horror Anthology continues. First, acclaimed filmmaker Eugenio Mira and fan favourite Jorge Fornes invite you to the spookiest sleepover ever, where tricks and treats take on a whole new meaning this Halloween. Then we've got Academy Award-winning writer John Ridley and Stefano Raphael bring you the true terrors of social media as 3 friends go violently viral. This is $3.99 and doesn't say the page count. You fancy 2 creepy stories? Hopefully perfect for Halloween. And sticking with the Halloween horror vibe, from Boom Studios we have Hello Darkness issue 4. $5.99 for this, and it is oversized, although it doesn't show a page count. It says here, in the next issue of this groundbreaking horror anthology, Garth Ennis and Becky Cloonan unveil part 4 of The War, where 2 couples fight for survival in New York. But it's not just the world around them crumbling as the long night stretches on. In addition, slice into a brand new Slaughterverse tale featuring Erica from the Eisner Award-winning Something is Killing the Children, James Tynion IV and Werther del Edera, second time I said his name, plus even more from the hottest horror writers and artists in comics today. Love this cover, by the way. It's by Paulo Rivera, one of my favourite covers of the week so far. Next up from Dark Horse Comics, and oh my goodness, what a cover, look at that. We have Paranoid Gardens issue 4. The cover art is by Chris Weston. It's written by Gerard Way and Sean Simon, and interior art is also by Chris Weston. $4.99 for 32 pages. This is such a crazy fun book. Lou breaks protocols during her probation at the gardens as many of the residents begin to fall ill, including the building itself. While her healing powers seem to help patch up things for now, it may not be enough to stop the forces outside the gardens looking to destroy. Yeah, it's weird, it's wacky, it's hey, why not give it a try? Next up, from IDW again, we have The Hunger and the Dusk, Book 2, Issue 3. Is that right? I was lost at looking at the cover. Yeah, it's like basically Volume 2, Issue 3. Written by G. Willow Wilson with art by Christian Wildgoose. I'm going to see how this issue is. I might be dropping this, but I've got to recommend. Volume 1 was really, really good fantasy storytelling. If you've not read it, I recommend it. You can maybe pick up a trade. Here we go. In a war-torn land where orcs are turning against orcs and humans against humans, nothing is more dangerous than travelling alone. But that won't stop Cal. He made the greatest mistake of his life when he let Tara walk away, and he'll do anything to get her back. But will the last men still be standing upon Cal's return? While their guard is down, a surprise visit from Wes Deepland and his Red Screamers bears some very bad news. $4.99, 36 pages. Yeah, and I got to say, I love the art, by the way. Christian Wildgoose's art is excellent. Okay, I got a couple of bonus ones to add on. This is mainly for the cover. Look at this. It's a Brian Bolland cover. So cool. It's Image Comics. It's called Voices in My Head, Issue 1. From Eisner Award winner Joe Pruitt comes a collection of disturbing tales, chilling revelations and magical adventures. Drawn by some of today's top artistic talents, including Michael Gaius, Phil Hester, Andrew Robinson and Juan Doe, with a cover, of course, by Brian Bolland. This is $5.99. It doesn't show a page count, but I get the impression it's like a, anthology, or, multiple stories in one book. A bit like Creepshow, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm up for giving it a shot. I've heard nothing about it, so I don't know. I don't know the writer, Joe Pruitt, so first time to try his writing. And it does actually say on the cover, one shot. There we go. And my final choice, because, come on, I cannot resist. You know me by now. Well, if you do know me, you know I'm an Usagi Yojimbo fan. We got Space Usagi, White Star Rising Issue 1 from Dark Horse. This is $4.99 for 32 pages. It's actually a reprint of one of the original Space Usagi stories, the Death and Honor arc. What's got my attention is each issue also includes a new 8-page short story by Julie Sakai and Stan Sakai, featuring Space Usagi's Akemi character. Very cool cover, by the way. It's given me a mix between kind of Star Wars and Princess Mononoke, Studio Ghibli vibes. The date of the cover, the signature Sakai, says 1993. So was that when it was first out? Yeah, it looks like it. Recolored, remastered, according to the synopsis. Hello, love. He's still here. Fantastic. Okay, before I finish, thanks for watching this far, but just wanted to shout out, there's a new Iron Man issue 1 comes out this week. Is anyone interested? I don't mean that in a bad way. I've never really read Iron Man, never got into it. Love the movie, Robert Downey Jr. one, but yeah, not sure. But let me know in the comments if you have ever read it in the past or you're actually looking forward to this. It says here it's written by Spencer Ackerman with art by Julius Ota. A new brutal era begins. Roxanne and AIM team up to take on Stark Unlimited. But they're ready for the old Tony Stark. This one, he's a lot angrier than he used to be. Yeah, I don't know. Never really got interested in it, but we'll see. It's actually $4.99, 32 pages. It says Legacy issue number 671. Okay, as always, thank you so much for watching. Do drop comments. Let me know your picks for the week. And again, let me know if you ever read Iron Man and what you think of it. Okay, this has been Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse, signing off for the night. Matane.
See to your duties. The light is mine.